you know that if the current paces of learning in African schools remain unchanged, it could take most African countries over 100 years to catch up with global standards? Things have to change. Neogenics Education Group have started with 6 service domains. Training. It's a very important process to make children trained and prepare them for a global standard. Consultancy. Most of the people need it because it can make you motivated and focused. Events. Events are necessary these days to make a good source of learning and exposure. Resources. Resources are considered a basic pillar of every step. Media. The world is a global village now, and the media plays a quite important role these days. Advocacy. Well, everything needs to be clear and on the right track. Therefore, we need advocacy. Here are our next level achievements. Amazing impact in 5 years. We published over 10 books, and this is fantastic. We trained over 5,000 teachers, a good preparation for future. Hosted and participated in over 75 events, another amazing exposure. We influenced the leadership of over 2,000 heads of schools, and this was the most difficult task, but we make it happen. The biggest achievement of use, we make graduated over 300 leaders and educational consultants. We also launched 1 scholarship program and established EduCom Awards. There are ongoing weekend professional development training arranged by us. Put together the classic Global Standard Schools Network, GlossNet, with astonishing benefits. We managed schools on behalf of proprietors, which is quite challenging. We helped set up new international school. Be part of their journey as a teacher, school proprietor, or investor. Get in touch with Neogenics Education Group to raise the quality of education in Africa. Call 233-2627-14106. www.neogenicseducation.com.
My name is Evelyn Ejipong, and I'm the Education Director at Crown Prince Academy.
My name is Dr. Felix Yao Klenam Atipu, Felix Academy.
I'm Mrs. Candice Lauer Marty. I'm the School Principal of Liberty American School.
Global Standard Schools Network, GlossNet, is a network of schools established by Neogenics Education Group with a vision of raising standards through outstanding and innovative classroom practice, facilitating of staff continuous professional development, and sharing of useful resources so that members can continue to raise standards in schools.
We've been a member, I believe, 2 years. We started with some STEM programs and we expanded from there. Once we were happy with the program we were giving our students, we realized there's some benefit for our teachers also.
We have had about 6 months interaction with the Neogenics Educational Group, and our interactions with the group have been very, very beneficial.
Several schools have signed on to this amazing network. Some heads of schools share their experiences so far.
It's very difficult as an American school finding training that I can rely on, that will be systematic, and will be the same for all of our teachers.
In terms of the training that we have offered our teachers, through that training, our teachers have now become very confident in what they inculcate to the pupils.
As for the impact, we've had quite a huge number of our staff attending, and that is bound to make a difference. Some have attended almost every course, yeah.
When we go through GlossNet, I know what we're getting, I know it's valid, I know it's innovative, and I know it's current and relevant to what we do.
There are 10 amazing key benefits that schools who sign on to the Global Standard Schools Network enjoy. Unlimited weekly half-day training courses in a year, free mathematics and science PowerPoint resources, free educational advisory services, annual GlossNet members-only school leaders hangout.
We have 40 different nationalities represented in our student body, so having ways of diagnosing their needs, are their needs being met, how can we fine-tune our academic program, it's been very, very helpful for us.
Neogenics also did a school review for us about 2.5 years ago. They come in and they do training programs for our pupils for getting ready for their BCs. And so in that sense, we have had that mutual relationship where if they want to try something else, they contact us, and if we need some information, we contact them. So it's been a very useful relationship so far.
One of our teachers has gone to every training that you have, and she was able to share a lot with us about one of your courses of assessment, especially in diagnostic assessment.
We have benefited a lot from our interactions with the educational organization. We have been able to train our teachers so that they have had a very high confidence in how they deliver.
You get opportunity to join us for an international education tour. 10% discount on all Neogenics resources.
I think through Neogenics Group, we have also been able to acquire modern equipment such as the Bulutran boards, which have really increased the physical abilities of children.
You have access to school fees relief program for your school pupils. Certificates of GlossNet membership to display in your school. Drafted school policies, and to top it all, we give you a VIP priority pass to all our events.
I can't see any reason why somebody would not join GlossNet. The idea of GlossNet is to have us being competitive globally. Then you've got to have the training that brings about global citizens. And that's something that GlossNet is providing for schools at relatively cheap cost compared to individuals paying the course. So why not?
Neogenics is really doing well. We think that with our interaction with them in the years ahead, we'll really be able to improve the teachers' performance in the schools' academic performance worldwide.
What are you waiting for?
Welcome to the Center for School Leadership and Education Professionals. My name is Grant Bulwell, your lecturer for this experience. This course is the Mini MBA in Global Standard Strategic School Leadership, Applications and Practice to Educational Leadership. Who is qualified to be part of this course? In the past, we've had head teachers, principals, school proprietors, heads of schools, year coordinators, and aspiring school leaders, probably teachers who are aspiring to become school leaders, have attended this course for the past.
This is School World TV, your power to learn, teach, and lead.
Hi. You're all welcome to our simulation day and the launching of the Global Super Teachers Conference 2020. What an honor to be your host today, and I'm so grateful. Thank you. If you're watching us on Facebook, you're welcome. If you're watching us on YouTube via Live Pastures TV, you are also welcome. And for our attendees on the webinar, great to have you here. We are so grateful to be your host today, and we have a great lineup of things and activities that we believe is going to inspire you and get you set for the Global Super Teachers Conference. Right, the Global Super Teachers Conference has just got one major vision to get teachers informed so that they can go and transform their schools, go and perform and make a mark in their teaching and learning journey. And that is all what Global Super Teachers Conference is all about. And the event is usually split into, or the conference usually split into 4 events: the EduTalk, the EduSpiration, the EduTech, and the EduCom. Now, the EduTalk has to do with inspirational breakout sessions that will inspire people, give teachers and educators the tool to go and execute their mandate accordingly, inspire them with new methodologies and approaches. Then we have the Eduspiration, where we have key speeches being delivered and people sharing best practice across the globe. EduTech is an opportunity to exhibit new technology that can influence the way we deliver our profession and also practice in the classroom. Then the EduCom is an opportunity where we recognize education excellence and positive contribution made by different people within different space but linked to education, EduCom. And so today is just a launch of this wonderful event and wonderful conference that we are always proud to host every year. Now, this is the 6th edition. We started in 2015. 2015, we started with just about 150 attendees in Ghana, followed by 2016, where we had about 650, and we went to 3 different regions in Ghana as well. Then 2017, we moved to the GIS, our wonderful partners, and we hosted about 1,100 participants, and the theme there was connecting learners to the future. Then the following year, 2018, we hosted also over 1,000 attendees, and the theme was Every School a Learning Community. The following year, 2019, the theme was Bridging the Education Gap in Africa, and there again we hosted over 800, approximately 1,000 participants. However, as it would be, nature will have it, COVID-19 is here. And once COVID-19 comes in, we have to innovate. We have to come up with creative ways of still ensuring that Global Super Teachers Conference is delivered. And we are so grateful for our headline event partners, Pearson Egdesel, that have made it possible for these events for the past 3 years to be delivered. And I want to celebrate their hard work and their contribution. They've been of immense help over the years as we work together as our education partners. We've had media partners as well, CTFM, DDP, MBN, TV3, GTV, GNA, and the Daily Graphic being our media partners over the years. Then the school partners, and I'm so grateful for their leaders and their proprietors for supporting over the years. We had Ghana International School, Crown Prince Academy, Little Learners, Little Treasures, Mother Care School, Excel Community School, Novell Community School, Marigold Montessori School, and a whole host of schools that have been part of this journey in Africa, and we are so grateful. And our professional partners as well, the GES, the NATS, NAPS, and NAGRAD over the years have really been very supportive. So this launching day is going to be an amazing occasion that we will bring to you our keynote address by a wonderful lady who I'll be introducing soon. So our headline partners will bring us what would I call it as the keynote address. The keynote address. I lost my words there. The keynote address. Then we will have some past participants actually coming in to express the benefit and their joy over the years of being part of this amazing conference, the Global Super Teachers Conference. Then we have some consultants who have worked with us. Some of our consultant partners will also be here to talk about their experience. The facilitators will be unveiled. We will have some information and some enlightenment, some thoughts about the era that we are in, and also what the whole Global Super Teachers Conference is all going to be like. So you are welcome to this awesome launch, which we call the Simulation Day, and you are all welcome. I'm going to bring to us a wonderful lady who I've recently met, and she's been amazing stuff in Africa. And this lady, I tell you what, is an amazing lady. She works with Dean the Pearson Edexcel family. And she is Christine Hayes. Christine Hayes is the Head of Business Development Africa for International Schools, Qualifications and English Assessment at Pearson. She has a BA focused in International Studies, Mandarin. I hope she speaks some Mandarin to us today from the university. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm privileged to bring to you this wonderful lady presenting the keynote address for today. Please help me welcome Christine Hayes. Hello, Christine.
Mandarin.
Say it again. Say it again.
So thank you very much for having for me today. Ministry directors, heads of schools, school proprietors, delegates, conference facilitators, and fellow educators. It's a real honor to have been invited to give this address today. We value our relationship with Neogenics Education Group and thank them very much for this opportunity. And we are very excited to be part of the first virtual Global Super Teachers Conference. We find ourselves in such unsettled times, and it's teachers who've borne much of the brunt of the current pandemic. You've had to adapt and break out of your comfort zones, keep learning happening for the sake of our children. And I therefore want to start this address by saying thank you. Thank you to all teachers, educators, and administrators, and those who've helped to keep schooling going in any shape or form, often with great challenge and limited resources at hand. In the midst of much of your own anxiety, you've been selfless in putting your students' learning first, and for this we appreciate you. At Pearson, we believe that wherever learning flourishes, so do people. This has been more important to remind ourselves of in the past few months than ever before. Pearson is the world's learning company, from publishing textbooks, providing digital teaching and learning tools, professional development, developing school-level and higher education curricula and international qualifications, examining millions of students globally each year, clinical and developmental assessments, online schooling, improving learner employability, and teaching English, to consulting with governments on vocational education reform projects. We are a global company with the goal of enhancing efficacy in all aspects of education. In Ghana, we are proud to partner with institutions which use our teaching and learning resources and those who deliver Pearson Edexcel and BTEC qualifications. The demand for these programs is growing rapidly. The need for internationally relevant education and skills or competency-based qualifications is increasingly obvious. As the largest provider of academic and vocational qualifications in the UK and a leader in education innovation, a large part of our focus at Pearson is ensuring that our products and services have a measurable stage of their education, with the ultimate objective of not only accessing employment in their chosen field, but having the necessary transferable or soft skills to be effective in their jobs, and to have the ability to adapt over time to the changing demands of the world, thereby encouraging a journey of lifelong learning. The theme of this year's conference is innovation. Innovation is who we are as an organization. Pearson shares independent the big unanswered questions in what is the body of knowledge we need as we move into the second half of the century? How can smart digital technology be best deployed to realize the goal of a more personalized education? How can we build education systems that provide high-quality learning opportunities to all students? We work with some of the best minds in education, from teachers and technologists to researchers and big thinkers, to bring their ideas and insights on these questions to a wider audience. A large part of this innovation is based on applying new technologies to education. Incredible things can be achieved by using technologies such as artificial intelligence to create immersive, adaptive, and personalized learning experiences. Creating opportunities for students to start developing tech skills from early on in their schooling, as these skills and tools will become the norm in the future. We help provide a looking glass to the future, to inform how education needs to evolve over time, to keep it relevant, and to ensure we as a community of educators are doing our young people justice in equipping them for a rapidly changing world. To quote Theodore Levitt, former Harvard Business School professor who coined the term globalization, just as energy is the basis of life itself, and ideas the source of innovation, so is innovation the vital spark of all human change, improvement, and progress. The COVID-19 pandemic has created huge disruption for us all. But as we know, disruption provides opportunity for change and progress. It is our role as educators to seek opportunity in this disruption, to reconsider how we have been approaching education, question our traditional methods, and inform ourselves about new ways of teaching and learning that will not only help us build more resilient education models, but develop more resilient students. Gritty, adaptable, confident, creative, and innovative lifelong learners. Young people who are ready for whatever the world has to throw at them. At Pearson, we are always learning. The coming weeks are an opportunity to focus on your own learning. This opportunity is often a luxury for teachers. I've seen the lineup of workshops, and you're in for a real treat over the coming Saturdays. So thank you once again for the opportunity to be part of this exciting event. My very best wishes for a successful first virtual Neogenic Global Super Teachers Conference. Thank you.
From post-COVID in terms of Africa, do you think post-COVID has actually taken African education back, or do you think we have an opportunity to leapfrog? Hello, Christine. I think Christine can't hear us. All right. Yeah. All right. So I was saying, I think there's a feedback from your end. If you can reduce your volume, your sound, so that you can just. All right. So I wanted to know. Okay. Right. So we wanted to know where or how do you see education in Africa post-COVID? Do you think COVID is going to affect African education, or you think as a result of technology we'll have an opportunity of leapfrogging to catch up with a global world of education?
The first is, of course, technology. We're seeing really teachers have been forced to embrace technology, and it's been incredibly uncomfortable, especially where access to infrastructure and tools has not actually enabled teachers to maximize the value of the technologies available to them. So that's been a big challenge, but I think really it's broken down or forced us to acknowledge that technology is going to be a part of the future of education, and we cannot resist that anymore. And so this, I think, has really spurred innovation, whether it's just using WhatsApp to send lessons or content to your students, or whether it's moving fully into online teaching. to whatever degree teachers have adopted technology, there's been a change in mindset for many teachers. And I think it's going to create that kind of opportunity to reconsider, how do I make use of the tools of my disposal? Or even for governments to consider, what should we be investing in terms of infrastructure to ensure that we prevent this type of disruption going forwards, that we do build a more resilient education system, a more resilient economy in general, where we have a little bit more of a buffer towards these types of environmental catastrophes that can completely unhinge much of society, not just education. So that, I think, is the first part, is really there's been a breaking down of comfort zones and barriers. And I think the mindset of educators going forward is hopefully going to be more open in terms of considering how we can adapt our approaches accordingly to enhance learning. And the second one, I think, is there's also a realization on how we are reliant on assessment, summative assessment and examinations, and considering different approaches to measuring learning, measuring skills. And so this is another very interesting conversation that's, I think, come out of the pandemic, is how do we make sure that the evidence that we are building of our students' learning over time enables us to really have a clear picture of their abilities at every point of that journey. Because some of us have been put now in a position where there was so much dependence on an end-of-year assessment, which potentially can't take place, and there's an impact on the student as a result of that. So I think those are the two main lessons that are coming out of this pandemic.
Kristen Hayes is the head of Business Development Africa for International Schools Qualifications and English Assessment at Pearson. And she's been talking to us, bringing us the keynote address, and we are really inspired by your presentation. And if you just join in, this is the Simulation Day, which is the official prelude or precursor to the Global Super Teachers Conference that is taking place from next week Saturday throughout the whole of the Saturdays in August. We start each Saturday from 7 a.m. and finish at 9 p.m. with different segments. So if you're an educator, if you're a teacher, you haven't signed up yet, you can go on to globalsuperteacher.com, globalsuperteacher.com, and you'll see all the breakout sessions there, the facilitations that are going to take place. Just sign up, and then we will send you some more details after that. It's going to be a wonderful time. We've got 25 topics which I believe is going to inspire you. We're going to go on a break, watch some videos or a message from our headline sponsors and partners from our segment B videos, Edexcel, Pearson Edexcel, and we'll be back again with more interviews and more inspirational talks.
This is School World TV, your power to learn, teach, and lead.
Never rise above its quality of teachers. We believe that too. For innovation, creativity, and all kinds of great inventions and techniques takes but only to that can help develop
Eugenics pa.
Neogenics papa. Medasi, Aiko Ghana.
Hi, my name's Rose Goodhart and I'm a teacher and teacher trainer and I'm from the UK originally. This event has been really great. It's been really cool to see teachers from across the world come together, talk, share best practice, had some really interesting discussion.
Now, what I would like us to do now is take a short little test ourselves, not an actual test, about and find out what kind of learner we are.
This was a very insightful event. I represent Crown Prince Academy. My managing director is Madam Susanna Prince Boateng. She had the topic Teachers, Time and Workload, and that's to help the teachers understand how to manage their time, what tools can help them be more successful in managing their time. Really insightful. It was a great workshop to be in, so I'm glad I was here.
I have come to Neogenics to do a presentation today, but in fact I came in contact with Neogenics some few years ago where I was a participant. Now I have graduated from participant to facilitator.
Helping to learn a lot over here, especially from our first speaker who spoke about the building library in our community, in our schools, and also improving on the reading of our children.
We shouldn't just concentrate on teachers downloading stats to students alone, by empowering students to learn more so that they will get more skills.
I would recommend every teacher, every educator, anybody who's connected to education in one way or another to be part of this global Super Teachers Conference of Neogenics Education, because it's not only expose you to new ideas, but it gives you also the opportunity to interact with other proprietaries or other colleagues in your field. It's colleagues from different parts of the countries or even different parts of the world.
It's better to come here and then learn more about teaching so that when you go back to your school, you implement the different methods, and then I think that is also good because you get to establish connections, there's networking, and on the whole I had fun.
And when you are coming here, you're a new person, you are refreshed and equipped for a new academic year to start, to implement all what we have learned here today. So please, if you have not been here in 2018 or before, make it a point to be at this great conference in 2019.
To you, right? So if you're a school, you're looking for an alternative curriculum for your school, international school, I would suggest that you contact Pearson Africa. They will come later on to at least let us know how we can contact them, and then you can subscribe to their international curriculum. I've used Pearson Edicel curriculum in UK, and I know schools, and I relate with school leaders who use the English curriculum through Pearson, and it's been amazing journey. Their support has been amazing in terms of professional development for staff as well, and we are really proud to be associated with Pearson. Right, so in a moment I will be speaking to one of the facilitators. This lady, it's a wonderful lady. She has over 25 years of experience in school leadership from UK and Ghana, and she's also very passionate about STEM. She's a great STEM advocate, and I'm proud to let you know that he's one of our senior consulting partners of Neogenics Education. And I'll be welcoming Evelyn Ejaport if she's here. Hello, Evelyn. I'm good. And how are you managing under COVID-19?
Well, it's the best of times, it's the worst of times, isn't that what they say? You learn to manage. We're learning very, very quickly. It's an exponential learning curve. So if you don't think or swim, then you are in trouble. So we're definitely swimming.
Brilliant.
Definitely doing our best.
Brilliant. Before
I've lost you there, Miss Grant.
Can you hear me now? Yes. So before I come back to you, where you can tell us about your experience so far on the Global Super Teachers journey, I'm going to launch a poll. We've got 3 polls today, and so if you are with us in the webinar, we are posting our first poll. Just respond to it. Just take a response, and then we would be able to assess or analyze the response. Some people are still having difficulty to log into the webinar, but I believe they would gradually get into it. So let me come to Evelyn. So Evelyn, how's been the journey so far with Global Super Teachers Conference?
I became part of Global Super Teachers, I think 2016. I can't quite remember, maybe it's 2017. And I remember you putting the idea to me, saying you were doing this thing and you wanted me to be part of it, and was I interested? And coming to Ghana, teacher training wasn't really one of the things that I had as top of the list of things to do. Although I'd been a school mentor in the UK for years, and I'd been blessed enough to be on the panel for PGCE student recruitment at King's College, my old alumni. So I kind of was in that kind of teacher training aspect, but that wasn't really my main role in the UK. I was more so management. But having joined explicitly in 2017 when I led one of the sessions, and I think I've lost my years now. I think it was 2019, I moderated the panel discussion. I'm addicted. I absolutely love it. I love being in the space of other educators, talking about education, trying to think of how we better ourselves, how we offer a better learning experience for our pupils, and how we prepare our pupils best for the real world. So for me, the only way is up. I think this is one of the best ideas I've seen anywhere, and long may it continue, because I think in some ways it's the best development you can get when you've got like-minded people in space looking to learn, looking to move with the new research that is coming up in order that they can give the best to the pupils that they have in their charge. I think it's one of the best things ever. So well done, Neogenics, definitely.
Can you share with us? Right. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Sometimes the technical coordination, all right? So that's all right. We get it. I think you've presented some topics over the years, some amazing topics. Last year you did something about science, and it was really amazing session. I saw people really buzzing and enjoying the session, the taster of the experiments. This year, what do you have for us?
Okay, I'm presenting the very first session. That's 7 a.m. next Saturday, and it's on thinking skills. And it's one of those things, you spend your whole life being told to think, and we talk. And most of the time, it has a bit of a negative connotation, think, or I overthink, etc. But the reality is there is a skill to the way in which we think. If we're looking from my science point of view, how you're connecting the neurons in your brain to make the right connections so that you can recall information or you can create new responses. That requires a kind of a mastery. You have to get pupils to master that idea of being able to think through problems and questions and so on. And many a time, teachers tend to rely on recollection. So children tend to just rely on one part of the brain rather than actually making connections. Making connections is what makes them very good analytical thinkers and critical thinkers. So really, the 2 hours would be more so to do with getting teachers to understand the best way to get the best out of your pupils and to make the most creative and most brilliant thinkers, some kind of inquiry-based aspect of thinking. So that's the first session that I run. And then I do session 21, which is on the language of sort of command languages that we use and the key terminology that we use in our subject, so that pupils are being able to show that they have a very, very concrete understanding of the subject that they're talking about. So those are the 2 sessions, the thinking skills and then the language of induction and instruction and terminologies. So those are the 2 sessions, and I'm really looking forward to those.
No, I probably lost. My voice keeps getting lost. That's all right. Yeah, I was just saying that I can't wait to hear and see what people write. Usually your reviews are very positive and great, and I'm sure we're gonna have a lot of people signing up and getting that new experience in the context of COVID-19. Yeah, no, your reviews have been good. You bring in some extra mileage in their teaching journey, so they are really excited, and a lot of people would definitely be. And I think your course is one of the popular ones as well. So we can't wait next week. No pressure at all. We're going to go to our segment D videos, but you get yourself ready because we have some participants to join us, and then we'll have a discussion as well. But thank you, Evelyn, for coming over. When we have the other participants, you're going to join me and interview them with at least how they felt, if they've attended some of your sessions or any sessions, right? So we'll be right back. We'll be right back. All right, thank you.
It is our delight that you make the best out of this conference, and let's help bridge the gap in education in Africa, in Ghana, and around you.
And I want to encourage every teacher and every owner of a school, enroll your teachers here to come learn so that they can be motivated, so that they can be equipped with the right kinds of tools and strategies to improve the teaching and learning process in the classroom.
The Global Super Teachers Conference 2020, a virtual gathering of teachers and educators across Africa and the rest of the world under the theme Innovation. It's loaded with 4 wonderful events you cannot afford to miss. Event 1 is EduTalk. Experience 25 unique professional development virtual sessions for teachers and parents. The date for Event 1 is Saturday, 1st of August to Saturday, 29th August from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. each Saturday. Sessions would be held online via Zoom. The Global Super Teachers Conference 2020 will be climaxed on Saturday, 26 September 2020 initial event. Event 2 is EduTech, an education technology exhibition to showcase existing and emerging teaching and learning innovative tools. Event 3 is Eduspiration, a thematic presentation by international educators and inspirational leaders. And Event 4, EduCom Awards, celebrating education excellence in Ghana and beyond. To register for the Global Super Teachers Conference 2020, visit www.globalsuperteacher.com or just call 026-271-4106 to exhibit, sponsor, or for more inquiries. It's the Global Super Teachers Conference 2020. Get informed, go perform. The Global Super Teachers Conference 2020. Get informed, go perform. Super Teachers.
Parents talk about good. They're talking about things like the child's ability to read, to write, to be numerate. But there's more to foundation than those things.
Everyone, whoever hasn't been here before, I think this is a very, very beautiful experience. You are going to learn a lot. There's so many things from this seminar and these models. I picked 2 more. I wish I had picked more.
The Global Super Teachers Conference 2020, a virtual gathering of teachers across Africa and the rest of the world under the theme. It's loaded with 4 wonderful events you cannot afford to miss. Event 1 is EduTalk. Experience 25 unique professional development virtual sessions for teachers and parents. The date for Event 1 is Saturday, 1st of August to Saturday, 29th August from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. each Saturday. Sessions would be held online via Zoom. The Global Super Teachers Conference 2020 will be climaxed on Saturday, 26 September 2020 in a grand virtual event. Event 2 is EduTech, an education technology exhibition to showcase existing and emerging teaching and learning innovative tools. Event 3 is Eduspiration, a thematic presentation by international educators and inspirational leaders. And Event 4, EduCom Awards, celebrating education excellence in Ghana and beyond. To register for the Global Super Teachers Conference 2020, visit www.globalsuperteacher.com or just call 026-271-4106 to exhibit, sponsor, or for more inquiries. It's the Global Super Teachers Conference 2020. Get informed, go perform. The Global Super Teachers Conference.
Praise God. I always say praise God, isn't it? Once a pastor, you're always a pastor. Okay. Well, you're welcome to the simulation day of the Global Super Teachers Conference. We have an exciting moment right here. Exciting moment right here with our panelists and some of our viewers on Facebook, on YouTube, and within webinar as well. Just apologies for any technical issues that we may be facing. We are currently having some challenges. For those of you who are within the webinar, the sound is kind of giving a bit of problem, but Facebook works perfectly. Facebook works perfectly. Our apologies. Our media team are working on it. I think it's an internal Zoom issue that they are trying to rectify. So just give us some few moments. That sound will be on and then you will be right back on track. But whilst we're sorting the sound in the webinar out so that we can have other people joining us to talk, I want to share with you a bit about the EduTalk. We said the Global Super Teachers Conference is made up of 4 separate events. We've got the EduTalk, the EduSpiration, the EduCom, and then the EduTech. Now, 4 events in one big conference. And these are amazing events. So let me talk to you about the EduTalk, the EduTalk. Now, the EduTalk is usually the breakout sessions where we are able to let teachers go into different topical areas and join their facilitator to lead them in some very inspiring and helpful topics that can transform their teaching practice. Right, so this 20th edition, we've got 25 topics, amazing topics. I mean, 25 amazing topics. They will soon show it on your screen of the breakout picture of the breakout sessions, 25 of them. And we are currently registering because the event starts on the 1st of August 2020. It starts. So in every breakout session, we have a capacity for 100 people. The 100 people will be they will have 2 hours of time with their facilitator. So 100 people in each group, 2-hour session from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. and that way every 2 hours up to 9 p.m. So it's going to be an amazing time, and you only get to attend the ones that you have booked for or registered for. Now it's very, very affordable, We brought it as low as $5 per session. You won't get it anywhere. $5 per session, and with this you get all the PDFs of the sessions you attended, the materials and resources you attended, and then also you will have an e-certificate of attendance, to keep in your digital folder so you can always print it when you need to show to anyone as part of your professional development. So we have quite a lot of people registering from Nigeria, from Sierra Leone, from different parts of the world, UK. We have different people, and we have facilitators coming to us across about 7 different countries. So it's going to be an amazing experience that I believe would inspire you so that you can be part of this journey. You know, many people have joined us many times, as you can see on your screen. These are the topics, so they are in 4 different streams. You've got topics under the early years, topics under technology, and topics under leadership, and also special education needs and disability. So for each day you have 2 sessions, and with a 1-hour break for the facilitator to set up. So from 7 to 9, 10 to 12, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., then we have 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. 25 unique sessions. And at the moment, you have some time, at least 1 more week, to catch up with the discount facility and provision we've made for you for the early birds, 50% discount. So you get to pay for it at 25 Ghana cedis or £3.50 in pounds, or 5 if you want $5. So just straight away head towards globalsuperteacher.com and book your sessions right now. They have discounts and provision and packages for bulk or whole school registration. So please, you have up to this next week package. Otherwise, you will come back to 50 Ghana cedis a session or £7 a session or $10 a session. So please, it is your moment to catch up, and they're going to be amazing session. So we've got 5 series. Series 1 will be on the 1st of August. Then the next Saturday we have on the 8th of August we have series 2. Then series 3 on the 15th of August, series 4 on the 22nd of August, and then we have the last one on the 29th of August 2020. So you will have opportunity of immersing yourself in 25 enriching topics that will transform your profession. By the time we go back to school in September, you are really ready. All right, thanks so much. We're going to go to segment E videos, and then I will be interviewing another gentleman who has had a great taster of series of Global Super Teacher Conference events. All right, so I'm going to a short break again, and then I'll be back with a quick interview with a gentleman. Thank you.
Meet Grant Bulmo. Grant is a trainer and lead consultant at the Neogenics Education Group. He has experience in teaching and school leadership, provides consultancy services to schools in the UK, Ghana, and several other countries. Danielle is a lower key stage 2 phase leader and year 4 teacher in the UK. She's passionate about nurturing people. Her teaching approach is centered on children reaching their full potential through carefully constructed lessons. David Do Agoha. David has been working in international schools for the past 15 years. Currently, he teaches AP Chemistry and High School Science at the American International School in Abuja, Nigeria. Mrs. Juliana Story. Mrs. Story has run her own educational consultancy in addition to being a vice principal at a number of leading independent schools in the UK. She has great experience in implementing new management structures, new courses, and new curriculum in schools. Ms. Amanda Badge. Amanda has a wealth of experience in special education needs and disability and is currently the founder and executive head of Multi-Kids Inclusive Academy in Accra. Meet your Global Super Teachers Conference twin taters. Ms. Evelyn Ejapong will be speaking at this year's Global Super Teachers Conference. Evelyn is an educational consultant at Neogenics Education Group. She has over 25 years teaching and leadership experience in the UK and Ghana and is a passionate STEM advocate. Mrs. Kofor is an autism advocate and the founder of Click Foundation, a vocational and resource center for youths with special needs and disability in Accra. Miss Elizabeth Kwesiyama. Miss Lays is an educational consultant, trained Montessori teacher, 5 years experience. Currently, she is the proprietress of Little Treasures Montessori School in Accra. Wilson is the founder and CEO for Center for Peace and Reconciliation. He is a minister of the gospel, counseling psychologist, conflict and ADR expert with over 10 years of professional experience in providing psycho, emotional, and conflict resolution.
Present helping and sharing inspiration among his colleagues. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Michael Tichy. How are you, Michael? Wonderful. It's good to see you. I like your COVID-19. Right. What is your expectation like for 2020? you have acquired as a result of associating with Global Super Teachers Conference, moved on to establish your little educational consultancy. Can you tell us about it? Right. Evelyn, you have any question? And he has never looked back, and he's looking forward to 2020 edition. And in between the years